As we become a more hybrid virtual workforce, instant messaging has become more and more a mainstay of the way we work. There's a few problems with it. Sometimes the tools that we have are not integrated with our other tools. Sometimes people are spending a lot of time being interrupted dealing with these messages. So like I said about answering phone calls and emails, you need to do some analysis to figure out what people are doing. If they're spending a lot of time on messaging and it's interrupting their workflow, it may be because they've got this idea that instant messages need instant responses, and that's not really what we meant by instant messaging. Instant messaging just means that they're delivered instantly, as opposed to email, which used to take quite a while, 3-5 minutes to come through. It doesn't mean you need to respond instantly, and it's worthwhile just pointing that out to your team. And it just wastes their time. I'm always a big fan of turning off notifications as well. People don't get interrupted, pling, pling, pling. But if you've got 5 different messaging apps that your team are having to work through, you've got Teams or Slack or Facebook Messenger, WhatsApp, stuff can get lost in the noise. And this is a problem in various different places. First of all, it's wasting your team's time. Secondly, it means that when we move to these collaborative tools that Microsoft are coming up with AI in the next 6 to 12 to 24 months, they're not going to work very effectively because they're missing that information. So try and funnel everything through one instant messaging application. There are various ways you can concatenate, merge together these tools, or direct people back to the tool that you want them to use. It's not always that easy. I'm a big fan of Voxer, actually. If you do want to have that kind of toing and froing, you can do voice notes. It's like a walkie-talkie app. Check it out. It's really useful for people that already have billions of messages because you just focus on that one person. And again, it's worth doing that analysis, finding out what people are using the messaging apps for, and is that the most effective way of doing it? Do you need to frequently ask questions? Is there a lot of chit chat? I'm a big fan as well. This is a really good tip. Whatever platform you use, if they've got different rooms, create a water cooler. Make sure they don't share racist or sexist or whatever stuff with the team. You don't want to offend them. You need to make sure that you're clear that you can do what you want with it, but obviously within what's acceptable at work. If you want to get social together, get together, that shouldn't be in your discussion about some project you're working on. That should be in the water cooler. So make sure your team are using the water cooler to have their chit chat. And obviously they know everybody's going to be in that. That hopefully people will turn off the notifications or get them to do that. But my point is that hopefully they won't spend all day chit chatting, because they'll be able to see that everyone's watching. But it's a great place to kind of collaborate, and like work's not just all about work, is it? So we want to make sure that we're giving people that social space to a certain extent. It's a great way to manage it. Really, really simple. It doesn't require any technical ability. Just create a room called water cooler, say, hey, put this conversation in the water cooler. A few times people will get it, they'll figure it out. It's great. When you're doing your analysis, if there's lots of people like asking basic questions to everyone, maybe you can do some collaborative work about who the subject matter expert is. Maybe you could create a racy chart if you haven't got one for your organisation structure. Highly recommended. I've done a video on that before. I'll see if I can find a link to it, put it here. There's the problem where people don't respond because they're getting too many messages. And then people get an email, they get a voice message, they get a chat message, and this just wastes everyone's time. So I think it's worthwhile for everybody in your organisation just asking the question in their mind, what is my preferred communication method? Do I want phone calls, do I want emails, do I want instant messages? Personally, I think I'm a big fan of Slack, and I like the way I can have different chats going on and not everybody's involved. You have different groups, different people that I'm speaking to. I think that works quite well. Same with Teams. What doesn't work really well is WhatsApp, because I just get noise, endless noise. It's very disruptive to my day. So again, I have the messages turned off mostly, so they don't pling and plong, because we don't want that. So all in all, I think create the water cooler, figure out what people are doing with instant messaging, pick one platform, and make sure that your team are not spending too much time being interrupted throughout their day. Hope that helps. Let me know what you think in the comments. Have a look at my website, and we'll speak soon. Thanks for watching.